There have been rare reports of serious and sometimes fatal infections and tuberculosis.
Here we go! Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel. And my goodness, do I have a ridiculous treat for you today. Does anybody remember Decorating Scents?
I cannot stop watching this terrible decorating show from the 90s. Every episode, the show takes a pretty boring room and in under $500 turns it into something only Beetlejuice would love. The host, Joan, and her co-conspirator, Peggy, show us how to spice up an end table.
I can do this today. Yes!
Recently, heartthrob Rob Anderson, has been doing reaction content over on Instagram and TikTok to this unhinged early 90s, well, late 90s, early 2000s decorating TV show. And my goodness, I cannot tell you how many people have sent me his reels and TikToks going, Luxeria, perhaps you should cover this. And today is your lucky day. I have been scouring up, down, left, right, in, out, over the hill to hither and thither to try and find you some episodes. Now, I have a little problem.
The government!
There is one episode available on YouTube, and I do not think it is the most controversial, shocking episode ever. However, I have it here for your viewing pleasure today. Apparently, every one of the series is available on Discovery Plus, but where I am, I simply cannot get it, even doing methods that are perhaps big titty lady videos on the internet. So if anyone has the Discovery Plus links, please email me. Well, my lovelies, would you like to know a little bit more about this unhinged show? I believe most of my American audience here are going to understand how deranged this is. Decorating Scents from 1997. Apparently a documentary. I don't think so, but you never know. 31 seasons. This has gone for this went for 31 seasons?
Deranged.
My goodness. Joan Steffend helps homeowners make sense, or more accurately, sense. Aha, I see what she did there, you see. Out of a limited makeover budget. The host and a host of guest designers illustrate a variety of ways to stretch a maximum of $500. All the way around a room, with some striking changes, often the result of reusing and reimagining what is already in the home. Now, to me, this sounds a little bit vaguely like, was it 60-minute makeover? Is that what the UK had? We had something like, not quite changing rooms, because changing rooms, I think, didn't really have maybe they did have a budget. Was it like £2,000 or something? I don't know. One of them is like, oh, what can we do with like £20? And they were left with sopping wet walls, brand new furniture, stains everywhere, and a plastic water feature.
That's gonna drive me mad.
And that was the early 2000s. Make sure you're sitting down comfortably. Grab yourself a beverage. Today I'm on the Blue Energy, despite the colour of this. I've got a bucket of beer, sweetie. Pop your little Ochinger right up the redecoration hole and let's watch Decorating Scents. I believe this is, gosh, season 24, episode 8. So, you know, a perfect way to start a series. June 15th, 2006. Oh my God, nearly my birthday. June 14th.
Old.
30-year-old Scott Kelson
God.
seems to have it all.
Scott,
a
30.
gorgeous home, a great job,
dog.
and
Oh, you can't have any pasta?
a schnoodle.
A schnoodle.
So what's missing?
What's
I don't
a
really
schnoodle?
have
a
a
schnauzer
style.
doodle?
No style? No problem. Watch as we help Scott discover his design identity for under $500.
I'm sorry, but did you see the computer? Oh! Do you remember the days of going on the computer?
I'm going to destroy you.
Design identity for
A design
under
identity
$500.
for $500. Well, stranger things have happened, haven't they? Oh, look. Explosion of colour. Beautiful. A stapler. Whatever that is. Lovely.
Hi, I'm Joan Steffend. Welcome to Decorating Sets. Despite the fact that Scott Kelson has
This is what Final Fantasy X2 Yuna did after Bunivels.
Hi, I'm Sissy Biggers.
I've mixed up my references there. She wasn't Bunivels, was she? That was Lightning Girl.
You are the worst.
lived in this house 2.5 years, he has really not done a whole lot of decorating.
Wait.
And what you see is really a reflection
I'm sorry,
of the...
Wait, hang on, one finger-licking minute. A 30-year-old with his dog has a whole house. Oh, inflation and the crisis of living. Do you know, if a healthy society has a cost of living crisis, one might argue that that society is not so healthy, is it?
women in his life, his mother, his sister, a host of girlfriends. Well, today we're going to add one more woman to the mix. Nadia Ramirez is going to help Scott make over his bedroom in a style that finally suits his personality.
Oh, right, okay. Is
Scott
it going to be the
Kelson's
Spice
style
Girls?
is what you might call evolving. Until recently, his career called for him to spend more time in hotel rooms than at home. But that is
does he
all
do?
changing
OnlyFans?
thanks to a new position, a computer, and a couch.
A computer.
It's never really felt like home, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Just not enough time to make it home.
So, is that our job today? Make it feel like home?
I hope so.
Scott's sister picked out the blue.
Interesting. Not me in Pride Month judging, but me in Pride Month judging.
You are gay!
Sister picked out the blue paint,
Right,
but
so his
little
sister
else.
decorated it blue.
Oh, have you noticed there's no wall hangings or anything either?
Maybe.
It reminds me a lot of, was that, that early 2000s library aesthetic? Where there would be like blue on blue with a squiggle, and it would be in like a white triangle or something. Oh, the Illuminati! A white triangle. Does that make sense? It's very that, isn't it? Very that. What am I going on about, girls?
I just don't know anymore.
There's absolutely nothing. Oh, no, there's one thing on the wall. There's a little shelf back there.
A tiny shelf.
A picture
what's
of who else but his sister.
Stuff.
Lighting is also a concern.
But it's tough because there isn't a lot of light. In fact, I have to wait until it's sunny out to separate my socks. Because the light's not good enough to look at the dark blue or the black.
Scott says he
Okay,
likes
right, I
natural
see.
products,
So he's got
stone
a
and
navy
wood, like that
sock
found in his
problem.
kitchen. But can he give us more to
Oh,
work with?
look at the size of that kitchen. What does he do apart from computer? Do we know what he does apart from computer?
There's more of the straighter lines, maybe less clutter, not a lot of knickknacks.
All right.
And then
so
we had
no
so many
clutter,
knickknacks.
no
We could just
knickknacks.
pile into this room.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, she wants to cover the
Scott is
whole
wide
thing in
open
an
to style,
applique.
And Nadia has a plan.
Hello!
Right? And we've been making the
Oh, she's
style
come
today.
prepared.
We are. And what's it going to be?
It's going to be kind of
Ooh.
masculine eclectic.
Okay.
And
I'm sorry, what?
It's going to be kind of masculine eclectic.
Sorry, didn't he just say, I would like it to be like clean lines, straight lines, not a lot of knickknacks? She comes in directly and goes, it's going to be masculine eclectic. What does that mean? Is that just like race cars everywhere? Masculine eclectic? Masculine eclectic. Model railways, perhaps? What's masculine eclectic?
And so I guess I never have asked, what do you want for your life after this waitress? Do you want to be big star just like me, special guy?
Masculine eclectic.
Okay.
And a little retro twist in there, too.
A retro twist.
Eclectic retro twist. That sounds like fun.
Well,
It is.
if this is in 2000, what's retro for the 2000s? 80? Is the 80s technically retro for the 2000s? Or is it vintage? What's the difference? There is a difference in terms of time, isn't there? Like antique, vintage, retro.
Old. Yeah, it's going to be great. Okay, we're going to warm up the room. Okay, we're going to use this
Set it
gold
on
color
fire.
here, and it's called Danish Pine, which is kind of a
Danish pine, also known as yellow ochre.
Daytime.
masculine. Yeah, it is very nice.
And much
Very
warmer and a little
masculine,
bit
isn't it?
lighter. He'd need more light in there.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so we're going to paint 3 of the walls this golden color. And then on the 4th wall, we're going to keep some of the existing blue-gray, which is a nice color, but we're going to add some geometric pattern to it using these other colors here.
Wow. So, yeah, very bold. It's
Very, yes.
Oh,
No knickknacks, uncomplicated, but there's going to be a mosaic applique masterclass with a Dutch influence from early masculine yellow ochre.
okay. And this, how does
This is going to be a headboard with some leather that we're going to have on there. Very interesting piece.
A leather
just
headboard.
Just some leather on
Ooh!
there. Got an all leather headboard?
No, just some
Happy
leather on
Pride
there.
I'll
Month.
figure that out when we get there. Okay. And this, what's the papa red for?
Well, this is going to be for a retro twist, a fun accessory with this bright red color.
You're going to tell me what
This
the
is so
accessory is?
complicated.
I'll let you wait and see.
Oh, God, right,
She,
okay.
she will have to surprise me.
I do.
But you will not surprise me with this. We will do it for under $500.
Ready, set, paint.
Gabe.
Just kidding. We're not painting. We are taping. We are taping and taping and taping.
Lots of taping.
Okay,
but
lots
we
of
need to do
tape
that.
for the
Yeah,
design
tell 'em what
challenge.
we're doing is,
Well, we've got all these squares that we have to map out, which is going to be the
I apologise. We have 1 pixel, and you'll be happy with that. So this is masculine eclectic, is it? A veritable mosaic of beige.
which is going to be the different colors that we're going to put on the wall. So I've measured it all out, calculated it. So that's what we need to do first.
They're doing that first.
she's a
Are we
physics
doing
woman.
individual little color blocks?
They're all going to actually touch. I just did that so we can see it. So each square will actually touch one another.
So how are they going to do that with the tape then? Oh, this is a lot of work, isn't it? What about
We
a
have lot of
nice
tape, we have
wallpaper,
a lot
perhaps?
of taping to do. Who do you call?
Would that break the bank?
Oh, chap, how about that?
She's very pointy, isn't she? A pointer sister. You shouldn't be doing all that! The
Be
music.
forewarned, this process is a bit of a mind-boggler. If you are not mathematically gifted, you may want to enlist the help of a friend. Preferably 2.
Is it just me, or are they not all symmetric? Some squares are smaller than others. Like we got this little lady square here. We've got a large one here, and we've got a large one here. Although they kind of match, I guess, in terms of columns and rows. Oh, it's very Excel, isn't it? Was this the early 2000s? Like Microsoft designs your interior via Excel?
Go f yourself.
Okay, what's this one? Okay, that one's going to be the gold, the Danish pine.
Danish
You wanna just
pine,
put gold on there?
also known as...
You know what, you guys? I think you can handle this, can't you?
Oh, you think?
I've got stuff to do. Places to go.
You better not leave.
Oh, maybe I will.
Who is that man?
Okay, do you want to just
That
go
wasn't
down
the man,
anyway?
was
Because
it the
that one's
man?
going to be the brown.
Finally.
Alrighty, cool. And a little jack.
It looks great.
Oh, love it.
Oh, is this
The
very like...
payoff.
They've
This is the
positioned
fun
that so that we
part.
could zoom
Because
in
we're
and
not
get
leaving
the,
any
get the
space
look.
between the squares, we'll paint some now and more later when we can safely reposition the tape. But there's plenty to keep us busy in the meantime,
is gonna be a
like
lot,
these
isn't
3 other walls. The trick to taping over fresh paint is to pat it down lightly, then remove it as soon as possible.
Danish pine goes here.
I don't know if does that work? Can you literally put paint? Can you put tape on top of paint and expect it to stay there? Does that work? I feel like I'm learning a lot here, and I don't really know if I would like to know anymore. I put far too much oil in my hair last night, so I have no idea what's actually happening. Do I look presentable, or do I look a little bit Danish pine? I feel like that's very much a sentence you can say if someone bleaches their hair and it doesn't quite come out blonde. You could be like, no, it's Danish pine.
I don't want you to lose the square. That's it.
Oh.
5 hours and $53 later.
Oh,
This is
was it worth it?
We did it.
Is
Look
it
at
worth
look at
it?
Look at it.
Would you like
Looks
to
like we've
flip
got ourselves
down,
a
spin it and
winner.
reverse it? Oh, it's like a different kind of library, like the children's area of a library.
I am a librarian.
Do they ever look like that? Do you remember the patchwork elephant in the library? Sounds like Cluedo, doesn't it? The patchwork elephant with the candlestick in the library.
Hi, I'm Sissy Biggers.
Ooh, Jepper, you got some splaining to do.
This is Nadia's thing. I'm just,
You're right.
I'm helping her lay it out.
It's the headboard. I figured that much
Jeffrey's
out.
got
The
a
headboard. It's
kink.
going to be our masculine headboard. So we just
A
built a
masculine
frame,
headboard.
out of wood here, stained
Eclectic.
it, and we used the measurements of the width of the bed. And I took some faux leather and cut it into strips.
Which is not fringing at all, or not?
No, which is great. And you can either use a scissors. I used a rotary cutter that looks like a pizza cutter, and then it's just a real smooth cut. But this is 4 inches wide by the width and the length of the board. And we're just going to staple it on and then just weave it through.
A weaved leather. Okay. A weaved leather? Or weaved faux leather, should I say?
Oh, wow.
Oh, decking. Peekaboo. Gape.
I think if I would have done this by myself, it would have been done hours ago.
Look at that.
She's a catty
Ta-da.
queen. Okay, so there's large holes throughout the whole thing. Is it vile? I don't know. There's that like texture on it, that like distressed texture. I feel like a lot of early 2000s was quite distressed, wasn't it? For more ways than one.
Daytime tweed with an evening chiffon.
Pretty fancy, yeah.
Can you see it, Joe?
No, I couldn't see it. They look a lot better from this side.
Back in the bedroom, we'll use the bed to guide the placement of our headboard, and voila!
Voila. Isn't it?
Wow, this is a
voila?
great quality feeling.
Oh, it's the same colour as the wall, a Danish
great deal.
pine.
Well, it's got the floral on this side,
Oh,
which
right,
is a little
okay.
too feminine for Scott.
Yeah.
But I love the color, which is a little too feminine for Scott.
Yeah.
But I love the color that we're going to have up here in the front, and it works really well with this leather headboard.
It's a little too feminine, so we'll just turn it the other way around and hide it, where the femininity will be peekaboo, a woman under the covers.
Is he a cross-dresser?
It'll be his little secret.
And then we've got these great pillows.
Is it a
Love the
cross-dresser?
texture on here and kind of the,
Oh,
the shiny
horrible.
Those are great. I love those. And I love
Very
these.
Aren't those
scratchy.
great?
Oh,
Are we
even
good for you?
worse.
That looks good.
A rainbow of
Perfect.
beige. bedding is quite expensive, I will give you that.
This
Oh, what's
funky
this?
retro-style table was a steal for just $10 at an estate sale.
Oh.
And on the windows,
I love matchstick blinds.
just $26 for the pair.
Oh, that's very early 2000s,
You're
isn't
gonna
it?
have to explain this one to me.
Matchstick blinds, what was the point? You can see through them both ways.
You're gonna have to explain this one to me because sometimes it's hard to get a couple of pieces of art on our budget, and
I've got a lot here, 20 maybe. But you know what? Scott needs a lot of
Oh, how
artwork, so
frightening.
we've got it here for him. But this is actually very affordable. So I took very inexpensive frames and just cut out different pictures from art books. And I've got a variety of kind of modern, contemporary, and also the classics. So it'll give you a variety of different things to look at.
Is there anything that makes it cohesive? The frames.
No, I don't
nothing
want it
at
to
all.
actually be cohesive. That's the whole point.
Okay, so
Okay,
she
kinda
wants,
interesting.
she doesn't want it to
arranging
be
the
cohesive.
pictures side by side presents a look that is anything but ordinary.
It's ketamine and MDMA.
What about single man in his 30s says, a mishmash bijoutieri of knick-knack filigrees?
Oh, wasn't there egg on my tits?
You know, Nadia, I think this is really dramatic and impressive and beautiful. But I
They
think
were
that's
just
weird.
making anything,
What
weren't
do you do
they?
with that?
Oh, for television.
Actually, it's a model for latex gloves, and we're going to have some fun with it a little bit later.
Okay, right. We're going to have a little bit of fun with this later.
Up the bum, no babies.
And up the bum we shall go.
Actually, it's a model for latex gloves, and we're going to have some fun with it a little bit later.
Okay, well, you go lend Jeff a hand.
I'll do that.
She's like,
Somebody had to say it. And I will tally this up for us. We have spent $372 so far in Scott Kelson's bedroom. And when we come back, they'll be moving over to that side of the room, and we will see what Scott Kelson thinks of his brand new
$370
masculine,
for this.
eclectic bedroom.
Turn up the heat with 100 sizzling summer ideas for outdoor entertaining. 100 sizzling summer ideas.
Oh my god, are we getting
Premieres
adverts?
tonight
Early
on
2000s
HGTV.
adverts. Oh my god, we have to watch some early 2000s adverts. Usually I would skip past with a bucket of piss, sweetie. But today I want a nostalgic look into the past. Is there anything more nostalgic than adverts? Oh, dead.
Higher, Daddy, higher.
Yeah?
Hiya.
You want to go higher?
Yeah.
All right. What's up, Jay?
What's this going? Oh, dead. What's
Hit
this going to
Dad
be an
with
advert
something
for?
great this Father's Day.
Of course.
Tons of gifts on sale. This week, only at Kmart.
Would you like to know how much cash you can pull out of your home and refinance your interest-only or adjustable mortgage to a low fixed rate?
No.
At Ditech, we guarantee the lowest rate and fee.
Oh, this would have been just before the 2008 financial crash, wouldn't it? So all of these would have been like, wow, equity from your home. And 2 years later, oh, we've got nothing left.
Even if you have a credit problem, log on or call 1-800-71-FIXED.
They also speak Spanish.
For skin so firm, you'll love showing it off. The way you used to.
Oh, she's watched
New from
Decorating
Olay,
Sense.
Firming Reviver Body Lotion.
Olay. Oh.
It plumps surface cells with moisture so skin rebounds for firmer, younger looking skin.
I know you. You're sitting there with rheumatoid arthritis.
I am!
This is
How
one of your
dare
good
you!
days, right?
Come for me in my own home!
Good days, right? And you're gonna wait. Till when? Till you can't turn on a light? A piece of advice about waiting?
What if it's the
Don't.
Sabbath?
Not when there's Humira. Talk with a rheumatologist today. Humira doesn't just
Oh,
help
God.
stop the pain and stiffness. It can even slow the progress of RA. Because just sitting there, your joints could be deteriorating. And when they're gone, they're gone.
Some people with heart failure.
Well, nothing like frightening old people at home, is
Lower
there?
your ability to fight infections. So tell your doctor right away if you have ever had tuberculosis or are prone to infection, or if you get an infection. Do not start Humira if you have an infection such as an open sore or the flu. There have been rare reports of serious and sometimes fatal infections and tuberculosis. Blood disorders, nervous system disorders, serious allergic reactions, and lymphoma have occurred.
Do it.
I'm sorry? We've just been, like, accused of having rheumatoid arthritis, and they're like, oh, if you take this, you might get lymphoma or a fatal tuberculosis infection. And she's just like, do it, girl, do it today. What's a touch of lymphoma between friends?
Talk with a rheumatologist about Humira.
No, I don't think I will, actually.
For your Fanatics Grub Platter.
What's this? Is this TGI Fridays?
Sausage!
Friday's new Meat Fanatics grill menu featuring our flat iron steak, now just $8.99.
I'm sorry, a steak for $9. That is obscene. And we're back at it, girls, with our $9, what was it? Our $9 flat iron steak and potential lymphoma. We're now returning to the scene of the crime. What is happening?
Welcome back to Decorating Scent. We are well on our way to creating our funky masculine bedroom for Scott Kelson, and we have $128 left to spend, and I'm told a chunk of that is going toward funky accessories.
Oh God, well why don't you just set it on
that
fire?
bedroom is looking good. So where are those things going? What are they?
Well, I'm creating some funky wall art.
You are.
For Scott's bedroom, and it's going to go on the wall where we've got the geometric squares of different paint colors.
Wow, more embellishment.
You're not getting any more filet mignon? Get out of my house.
Remember what he said. Doesn't want any knickknacks or nonsense or clutter anywhere. But here we are, DIY finger painting mosaic from Joanne Fabric. Is Joanne Fabrics an American reference you might understand? I've never been, girly wig.
It's basically scrap plywood, and I use a router, freehand. Just kind of,
Make your home sizzle this summer. I don't think so. Make it a fire hazard. The state of that. It kind of looks like those silicone ice molds, but like if you got the ones that all went wrong from Wish.
Dug the router in, struggled with it, but it's got these 3 different patterns. They turned out kind of cool.
It turned out really cool. Sounds like you hung out your
No,
basically,
didn't, no.
It's a big struggle, but it turned out fine.
The modernist
So just 3
art
of them? Is
movement
that
has
how it is?
ruined
3 of them,
everything.
yeah. And we're actually going to make a bookshelf.
Okay.
Oh God, right, okay.
Out of books. It's kind of
A bookshelf out of
we have
books.
This big thick book here. We're going to actually attach the angle iron to.
Okay, and then we're going to do another
Yeah,
shelf?
nope. We're just going to put this on top of here to give it kind of that layered look.
Back in the bedroom, this art bookshelf is a keeper. Using something lightweight yet large on top helps conceal the bracket.
Oh my goodness, this looks like a bomb waiting to explode.
A bomb demenz.
Imagine that falling down off your wall at 3 a.m., crashing into a billion pieces. Immediately sliced. $12. Oh, keep the receipt.
And those are all ready to go, huh? They are. They turned out really well.
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of
Well, it
playing
kinda
around
looks a
with
bit like
them, and I was going to
chocolate.
do kind of a sporadic arrangement, but I kind of like the symmetry, so let's keep them in a row.
So too, and you decided not to do consecutive squares.
Great. But it'll look like every other one.
Cool. We'll bring back Scott's high-tech desk, but change out his 2 traditional chair for this one we found for just $7.
We're gonna change out his comfortable chair for a hideous chair. I love the fact his high-tech. I guess it was considered high-tech, wasn't it? It was a flat screen, had a mouse, it was made of glass. Fruttigère Aero could never. Funny how Apple has just developed that. And they're like, wow, the future. It's like, we had this. Windows, what was it? Windows 7? Windows Aero? Do you remember Windows Aero? $7.
The corner rocker gets an upgrade too. We love the lines of this estate sale chair, but we're not through with it yet.
Why would you get that beautiful solid wooden rocking chair and be like, goodbye?
The lines of this estate sale chair, but we're not through with it yet. Nadia has a plan. Tell me about it.
Another fun little project. I kind of want to mimic the headboard just a little bit, bringing over some of the leather and the weaving process.
Not the leather cuck chair in your own home.
Yes, we are.
How are we attaching them?
We've got the nail heads. We're just going to
Preferably
pound them in.
via
We're
the
gonna
bin.
Pound up here and here. Okay. And then we're just going to start weaving through.
And then we're doing the seat as well?
Nope, just along the base here on each side.
Sorry,
just
she's
3
nailing
sides.
it into...
It's real simple.
Did I hear this correctly? Am I having a fever dream? She's nailing it into upholstery, into like fabric.
How are we attaching them?
We've got the nail heads. We're just going to pound them in. So we're going to pound up here and here. Okay. And then we're just going to start weaving through.
And then we're doing the seat as well?
No, just along the base here on each side.
She's not just going to be doing it into sponge,
just 3
surely.
sides.
Okay.
So real simple.
Cool. One at a time. Yeah, I don't know. It's that easy.
We immediately cover it up. Yeah, no, don't look. No.
The bins!
A few final accessories.
Okay.
A little applause.
Smash it. Oh, another
And
more books.
we are done.
Oh, well, there we go. An what was it? Eclectic, masculine, funky, vintage, retro, Danish pine. Somehow this room is
What are all the
full
women
and
in
empty.
Scott's life going to say about this transformation? I think they're going to love it. They're probably even going to be jealous. I
Leaning
think
on
so
the
too.
Davenport.
I mean, there is such great punch in this room, this wall.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the fact that it took 5 hours, so be it. It's so cool. It was worth it, wasn't it? And I love the artwork on this wall. And that whole saturation.
Oh, that is I think this is the worst piece. The wall I can get behind because it's a bit hotel lobby, but here no.
And I love what you did with that headboard. That was
fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, I think it
really
looks
expensive.
Right. And I think it gives a really expensive kind of elegant look to the room. Very masculine at the same time, but very affordable too.
Yeah, which is where we're going
Sorry, hang
forward.
on. How is it affordable, masculine, and elegant?
Team Rocket's blasting off again!
Going for masculine, you got that.
Yep. Eclectic.
You got that.
And control with a twist.
And we got a little funky in here too, and this was very cool.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah. How much did you spend
right, what does
altogether?
Scott
Well, I made
say?
good
Scott
use of
gonna be
every
like,
penny, so I actually spent all $500.
You
Right.
went right to the hammer. Yep. I like when you do that. That's good. You can see it in here. It's very cool.
Very cute.
So I think it might be time to go get Scott.
Yes,
wait.
let's
go
see,
get-
shall we?
Wow. Wait a second. How long have you guys been here?
3 days. No, just day.
Sorry, can we get his reaction again?
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, you can really dance.
How long have you guys
It's
been here?
awful.
3 days. No,
I'm an
just
actor.
day.
Wow. Now this here is amazing. That's all painted.
Oh yes, and that took 5 hours.
And the headboard,
I
what
can
is this?
tell. Derogatory.
It's real faux leather.
Real faux leather. I like it.
Very special.
Now, when can I get you guys back to do the other room?
One per customer.
That's it?
I'm afraid so.
We might have to do a special.
And tell your sister that some of her color is left in the room. She does have it. That's true.
So this here was not painted, but everything else was over it?
Right.
Oh, she'll dig there.
Well,
I
we're
wonder
pretty
if
sure
those lines
Scott
are, like,
digs
straight
it.
or not.
What about his girlfriend Shay?
Oh, hello!
Oh my gosh, guys!
Hello.
Goddamn, she likes it.
Oh my goodness. You guys, this is unbelievable.
At the risk of sounding repetitive, oh my gosh, we did it.
Okay.
Before this bedroom was entirely too predictable. The slate blue walls added a hint of masculinity, but weren't nearly enough to give this room a true design identity. And take a look now.
Oh, God,
the
it's
graphic
quite
paint treatment
egregious,
sets a very
isn't it?
of-the-moment mood, while
Very
the
of the
masculine
moment, very
headboard
zeitgeist.
keeps things guy-friendly. We love the gallery effect created by our wall-to-wall artwork, and the accessories? A little quirky, but with a lot of attitude. Okay, well, you
And
get
a
the question
trick
of
at
the day.
night.
What is
Come
your
on.
style now?
The style is fabulous.
Another great takeover for under $500 in under 1 day. But I hope you stay with us because when we come back, we'll be doing an interior redesign.
Ooh, we've got a part 2, girly wigs. Well, what did we think of... Oh, goodness, what's going to happen here? What did we think of Scott's latest, what was it, funky, masculine, eclectic 2000s Danish pine?
It is so hateful.
I think I speak for us all here when I say an early 2000s Danish bin.
Up in the closet, need new shirts. This one is all stained with dirt. Oh, 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 I need clothes. Oh, 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 buy me clothes. Up in the closet, quick, quick, quick. Some new polo should do the trick.
It's the season for
What
dad.
sort of homosexual Pride Month advert was this? Like, daddies go shopping?
Quick, quick, quick. Some new polo should do the trick.
It's the season for dads at Sears.
You can say that again.
Introducing new Diet Ocean Spray. It's 10 times better than diet soda.
More like 100 times.
That's just a figure of
He
speech.
swore. He was like, you.
I could have said 1,000 times.
Well, you should have. Tastes great. Made with real fruit juice. Only 5 little calories.
Okay. New Diet Ocean Spray is 1,000 times better than diet soda.
More like 1,000,000.
Where are we going with this? Try Diet Ocean Spray. Real fruit flavor, 5 little calories.
I don't understand why, like, an era of advertising in the early 2000s was just bickering. We just watched two people bicker, and they're like, oh, why didn't you buy... There could have been a blank screen, just a white blank screen, and it could have just said, buy Diet Ocean Spray. And I would have been like, do you know what? Maybe I should have an ocean spray. That's made me go, I never want to hear you two bicker about cranberries again.
How could you do this to me? Question mark.
Lovely, well done, yeah. Oh my goodness, she's been at the decking.
Decks
Sorry,
this nice.
How much decking does one need? How How many gazebos do you she-males need?
How many gazebos do you she-males need?
Beautiful low-maintenance TimberTech deck. That free time isn't spent staining and sealing.
Or you could just not
It's
have
better suited
the
for
deck-
get-togethers,
Sorry,
cookouts,
this woman's
and just
house was
enjoying life.
lumberjacked.
TimberTech. Less work, more life.
Lovely.
Wiggle.
Wiggle while you're wriggling free. Gonna giggle while you're jiggling a wiggling spree. Wiggle, wiggle if you're wriggling free. Gotta giggle while you're jiggling.
Trying to eat lighter for the summer? Sugar-free Jell-O, only 10 calories, because every diet needs a little wiggle room. Go.
I feel like I've been hate crimed. Fever dream. Decorating
Next, our
wigs.
redesigner takes on a renovated beach rambler with a big problem. A 52-inch television that has taken over the family room. Take a look.
52-inch television is too big. Oh, imagine.
This remodeled 1950s beach rambler belongs to Jackie
beach
Payne
rambler?
and her family.
I've known a few of them.
Half a mile from the beach.
Jackie Payne.
The problem?
This is the Mondo TV that my husband insisted on having, and it's just totally overpowering the room.
In fact, Jackie had a cabinet made to hide the 52-inch television, but where she has it in the room, only one cabinet door can close.
Okay, well, Jackie made a mistake then, didn't she? I must admit, though, those old TVs that weren't flat screen, they had huge backs on them, didn't they? They had to be really, like, set into cabinets if you ever wanted to have, like, a semblance of a room without a massive square cube in it. It really makes you realise just how far we've come with, like, flat screen technology and how we can just, like, wall mount it. Done. Don't even have to think about it anymore. Although isn't there now like a resurgence of people saying,
Don't wall mount your television. It's very, very working class.
Madam, we don't all live in spaces in which we can have just like giant cubes in the room.
These couches we brought in from our old house, but the blue leather is not so beachy cottage.
Our redesigner to the rescue.
So, well, we've got a little problem. We've got a lot of
Kelly,
red
edge.
in
She's
this room,
edging.
and that's a hot color. It
And
doesn't go with our
gooning.
cool green and blue look.
Right.
We've got it on the fireplace. We've got it on the mowing picture. So we're going to have to take those down and bring in some more blue and green.
Burn them.
Also, on the way out are some of the contemporary furnishings like the glass-top tables and the floral rug. We are going to work with the blue leather sofas, however. So we clear the room. Everything but that giant TV.
Guys, I think if we can just put it over here, and this is
Its new home will be the opposite wall. This time we make sure both cabinet doors can close.
Yes, but now it's facing the oven. Not the oven, what's it called? The fire! No, I'm gonna hold my horses. Hold my horse, I'm gonna hold my judgment. I wonder how much Danish pine we see in here.
Yeah, that looks good. It's covered
It
up.
looks good, yeah. Turn it round
Now
so that
for
the
a
door's
different
open
rug.
against the wall.
And I saw something out on your porch that has texture, a beach element.
It was intended as an outdoor rug, but why not bring the outdoors in?
Bringing the outdoors in. Lawrence Llewellyn could
And it's a
never.
little stronger element on the light purpose. And
It looks great.
all right.
There it is, the
love
Danish
seat is
pine.
next. We place it opposite the TV wall.
He has full viewing action here. It works.
And the large sofa back where it was.
All right, sounds good.
Right.
We're trying to minimize the red in the room, so the fireplace presents a
God, the
problem.
audio is
We can
terrible.
do something about the mantle, though.
So maybe we could
God.
paint it the color of your furniture piece and make this thing kind of kill the red and pop out.
It's a quick fix that will hopefully make a big difference.
So they've got a beach rambler, which I'm assuming is a house that's somehow near the beach, like a cottagey beach bungalow, perhaps? They want to take all of the red outside of the house, even though the brickwork looks pretty red, and they obviously want to give it like ocean themes, blue. I hope we're not about to see someone paint brick. Right, this lovely dark wood. Oh, the landlord's
Guys, we're in
special.
search of something to replace those glass top tables.
What
I
is happening
love
in
this
here?
table in this room. I just love the look that it's giving us.
I know that, but if I can convince you by replacing something here that's going to make it equally as cute, will you let me take it into the other
Why
room?
don't you just put the other
I guess
new
I'm
thing
negotiable.
in the other?
Oh, let's do it. Let's just take it out. Let's it work. Don't cry now, but we're taking this one too. Got it?
The white tables help our cottage theme.
But it does seem to spread the white around in the room. You're right.
Yeah, yes!
Our room before had only one lamp. We can do better than that.
Oh!
Jackie has collected
7
some blue
lamps.
and green beach-themed art. Much better for our new
okay.
look.
Yeah, that
Beach
looks good.
theme.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, that
A quick no-sew window slag is a great fix for the bare window.
What magic are you going to do?
Remember that sunroom that Jackie loves but we've since borrowed from? We're giving it a mini makeover, so Jackie will love it again.
Oh, my chest.
What was that? Was it she just throw her cat? A chest. Oh, right, okay. A little bijoutieri.
And here comes the painted mantle.
Hello, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness for that. It's not actually as hateful as I thought it was going to be. Thank goodness for that. Do you know, this one might actually be less of a flop and more of a moderate flip. Oh, they loved
some more finishing touches,
bits
and we are
filigrees,
done.
didn't they?
We started with a room
everywhere.
overpowered by a huge TV and with no beach cottage theme. Now look at it.
It's exactly the same, somehow darker.
Getting rid of the red in this room was exactly the right fix. Painting the mantle white and hanging these curtain of blue and green made a huge impact.
And
They're
yes,
just saying
Jackie
anything,
likes
aren't
it
they?
too.
It's actually busier and
fabulous.
smaller.
It's trash to treasure time, and we've got some great ideas on turning old maps into home accessories.
I'm sorry, what?
It is time for trash to treasure, and I hope you can figure out where to go to find old maps because we have some great ideas on how to turn them into home accessories.
But why would you want to? Why would you want to turn maps into home
First
accessories?
idea, great idea. Refrigerator magnet made out of a map. My youngest daughter would have loved this when she was younger.
That's not the
This is a simple project.
Oh,
We had
Mr.
an existing
Whitliff has
map.
been at the
We went to a
circuit
craft
party.
store and we bought the magnetic backing, which is really the key to this one.
Okay.
But in 2 different sizes, depending on the scale of your map. We also used on this a permanent spray adhesive, and this is really the key.
Sensible
You wanna make sure you
chic.
have a permanent one, just not like a semi or something that could peel off.
Right.
We've laid it down, spray mounted it, and then I've come back in with the X-Acto knife and just basically cut the pieces out. So I'll finish this one up here. And it gives you basically a
Not onto the
jigsaw
table.
puzzle of the pieces. So you could have your child putting the map together, on your fridge, which is a fun interactive way of doing it.
Do you know, that's not actually the word. I take my words back. Teaching children about the
Floating you putting the puzzle together.
geography of your country could be great.
I love
with
this.
magnets.
This is another great geography lesson with fun for kids.
That's true, and it makes one of those maps very functional because we've actually spray mounted this onto a ceiling tile, so it gives it that corkboard kind of effect.
And we should mention it's just to keep track of your travels.
That is true.
As
Just
a
keep track of
family?
your travels, where you've been, where you may be going. We built a frame. It's a 1x1 with a 1x3 around that, and really have come back in with things like the cars. On this, you can see we have just epoxied on 2 little points, and so it gives you the ability to put it anywhere you like.
Directly into the optic
and it holds
nerve.
it upright.
And finally, we
Okay,
have
well, do you know what? That's not. I guess that's not the worst idea I've ever heard. Maybe I should make this for Callum for his birthday.
I don't like it when you touch me.
And finally, we have a great scrapbook idea to use a map of someplace that you've been.
It is. It's a very easy way of doing it.
Oh, scrapbooking. When people had time and a will to live.
One using spray mounted adhesive again.
Scrapbooking.
We also did add a little lift
Mummy's
here, which I
little
like.
scrapbook.
It pulls it away from the book, makes it special.
And it could be a picture, it could be a postcard or something like
It
that.
could be a postcard, yes, it really could be.
Paris, if you're traveling the world, you can create them in advance of your trip, or then do it if you want to right when you get back.
I like that you finished off the inside for me, Todd. What a good job.
He didn't finish off inside.
It looks great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And remember, with a little imagination, you can make your decorating dreams come true for less. I'm Joan Steppen. Thank you for watching.
Oh!
Well, Scott is wide open to style and marry out and...
Oh, she's a quirky girl. Well, that was a sudden ending to an absolute fever dream of an episode, wasn't it? Do you know, okay, the early 2000s. I believe, what's this, 2006. So it's not really early 2000s. It's slightly later, which means perhaps some semblance of style had developed by then. But it's strange to me, just looking back, how everything was ochre. And if it wasn't ochre, it was like neon orange or purple and pink. All I can really say is, truly, what a time to be alive. Well, my lovelies, let me know what you think about what we've seen in today's episode of Unhinged Chaotic Nonsense, because I would not have covered this had I have not been sent Rob's videos 433,000 times. Maybe I should go and add some sort of gallery eclecticity behind me here, perhaps? Yes? And with that, my lovelies, it's time for the Patreons. You can see yourself scrolling past on the screen right here. Over on the Patreon, I have exclusive extra content. We are on episode 2 of The Traitors UK Girlywigs. I am also rerunning There's Something About Miriam over there, as most of the episodes have been taken down from this YouTube channel, sadly. And I also do a monthly Patreon live stream over there. So click the link in the description box below if you want extra content from me. menage. And once again, I want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Orko Samoji, Jojo, A Literal Pipefish, AJ Padilla, Anthony Michael Hernandez, Ashley Lisa, Auntie Sash Hazelwood, Barry Chapman, Becky Johnson, Bish and Bubs Quartz, Breakaway 87, Caffeinated Raptor, Cammy Bryan, Cataline, Seraph, Shell Herman, Contrapoints, Danny, Dr. Lula, EBBB, Eli Sowers, Heady Weddy Woo-Wah, James Asen Girl, Jennifer Herman, Jenny Taylor, Lauren Kylie, Leanne Jones, Lenore, Les Banana, Love Potion, Malfunctioning NPC, Mandy, Marzipan, Minumoto, Miranda Bryant, Mo Sherman, Morgan LeVay, Ms. Kiss, OK as Kyle, Radhika Madala, Repreet, Sarah Maria, Tamail, Sarah Hook, Shanro, Sean Pelkey, Sky Dorim, Steffi Tech, TNS Mum, The Jessica Hightower, Todd Bowley, Tonima Mackers, and Windy Potato. And you know what, my loves? I think I'm gonna leave it on the notes of...
Yes!